Hi, this is Chris from Lead Cyber Solutions. Typically, we do security audits for large businesses and organizations. Today, we're going to be focusing our attention on residential properties to give you tips to keep your home better protected. We're going to be going through some general tips, then show specific examples from around the home of things you can do to better protect yourself. Security is never absolute. It is not 100% obtainable. All you can do is make yourself more secure than the next person. This means making yourself less of a target. Deterrents, such as an alarm sign, motion-activated lights, and security cameras, will make your house less appealing. These are easy things to do that would make a burglar skip your house. It is also important not to provide burglars with the privacy they would need. This means not having overgrown bushes near doors or windows. An alarm system with a loud siren will also quickly draw attention and make a burglar make a hasty getaway. After the holidays, it is advisable not to put boxes of expensive items like TVs out for the garbage, since it will advertise as to the contents of your house. Instead, break them up and put them inside the garbage can or recycling bin. The graphic you are looking at now was created using statistics published by the FBI. We are going to be addressing some of the key areas of concern as noted here. Due to privacy concerns, I'm not going to be showing the front of this house, but I will discuss some key points. First, if you have an alarm panel, make sure that it cannot be easily seen from the front of the house. You don't want someone seeing you type in your code through a window. Second, as we said before, make sure the front door is easily visible. This will make a burglar less likely to try anything here. Do not hide keys. I know you think you're creative and no one will guess your spot, but they will. Have proper lighting. This serves two purposes. Not only are you better able to see who is at the front door from inside, but it also draws attention to this spot during the night. A good tip for an early warning if something isn't right is leaving money next to the front door by a key tray or something similar. If someone is in your house who shouldn't be, this easy, enticing money will go right into their pocket. Tell your family its purpose so no one uses it. This way you know as soon as you enter your house if an unwanted guest has been there. Next, we are going to address first floor windows. These can be an easy entry point for a burglar. Always lock your windows and consider using a privacy film which can make the windows much more resistant to being broken. Some people leave their windows open to circulate the air in their house. If you do this, then it is important to know what kind of window locks are in use. If the window is a sliding window, use the window locks to keep the window from opening more than a few inches. If they open outward, make sure you are not opening the windows enough for it to be slid out of its rail completely. You can see the notches in the rail where it can slide and come out. Even if your windows are locked, there can still be issues. Some types of window locks are easy to overcome. I will show an example of a common one. You will see that this lock opens by pulling down. In this case, gravity is on our side and simply tapping the window from the outside can loosen the latch enough to have it slide open. A quick fix for this that I have employed is a staple and a zip tie. There are cleaner solutions out there, but this still allows the complete functionality of the window by sliding the zip tie off. Back doors pose a different issue than front doors. Oftentimes, there is much more privacy and a burglar may be willing to break a pane of glass or kick a door in. Suddenly, a pane of glass becomes an easy way to reach a hand in and open the lock from the inside. Again, this is the importance of a security film and a good alarm system. Another option is a deadbolt which requires a key from both sides. You'll see an example on screen now. Second floor windows generally only become an issue in certain circumstances. If there is an overhang under the window, then it's possible to climb onto that and go through an unlocked second floor window. It is also an issue when homeowners leave out tools, especially ladders, outside their homes and make it easy for the criminals. Basements are another overlooked area. Oftentimes, basements will have well windows, which can be kicked in without anyone looking at the house and suspecting a thing. A popular and strongly advised method for stopping this is putting bars in the window well. They have no visual impact since they remain hidden, and they have the added benefit of ensuring that someone or something does not fall into the window well and injure themselves. Last but not least, we come to the garage. The first concern of the garage is the garage door, and there are two major problems with this. The first is the door opener. If you have an older style opener, you may be familiar with the dip switches in the remote that allow you to add more remotes. Criminals used to drive up and down roads flipping these switches until a garage door opened. This is a problem that has been fixed with the advent of rolling codes, but it is worth checking if your garage door opener still relies on this outdated technology. The second is the red string that no one seems to pay any mind to and is actually pretty important. It's used to open the door in the event of a motor failure or power outage. It does this by pulling the door from the mechanical track so that it can be opened by hand. What some criminals do is break the glass on the front of the garage and pull this to let themselves in. Another way is to use a coat hanger. Since the door has to be able to open, there's a small gap between the door and the house. If you push the coat hanger through this, you can actually hook the rope and pull it. It's a balance between safety and convenience, but I always recommend cutting that rope off entirely. The second major problem with the garage is the door to the interior of the house. Many people treat this as an interior door because it is on the inside of their garages. Based on the ease of which a garage can be accessed, this door should be treated as an exterior door. This means hinges should be on the inside of the door, the latch should be protected, and a deadbolt should be used. Watch how easy it is to open this door with a tool called a shove knife when the latch is exposed. The goal of this is not to make anyone paranoid, but instead raise awareness. Security is a constant fight as the criminals find more inventive ways to take what doesn't belong to them. A burglary happens in the United States once every 15 seconds. Be proactive and don't let yourself become a victim.